This is the Just Live podcast with Dan and Suzie Potter, episode 48.
Hey, this is intentional connection number 7, blind.
This is an experience in trust.
We begin in 22 seconds.
Live life, see the good days in it, just live. Live life, see the good days, see the good days, follow your potential. And live life, see the good days in it, thrive.
Your life
As a couple,
is a remarkable story and adventure that only you can create.
we exist to help you grow your unique connection.
So what we're doing here is this is an experience called blind. Dan is blindfolded.
As you can see,
He's blindfolded. Pull it over here a little bit. Okay, about right. Sorry, right there. Sorry if you get motion sickness. Okay, I'm just gonna, all I can do is touch him while we go, and he has to completely trust me to take him where we're going. You're kind of angling it up. There we go. I think that's a little better. So what this is an experience in trust. He completely trusts me. We are in our green space, walking on the path. You gotta stay right here in the middle so you don't knock your head. Good. So I have to look out for him like better than I look out for myself, because
she has to think for herself and for me.
I don't want him to get hurt. So I am actually just guiding him through this path. And many of us, we only want to be self-reliant. We only want to trust ourselves, and we don't want to, sorry, I have to just kind of guide you here. Little stump here, so you're doing good. So many of us don't want to put our lives into the hands of other people. And this experience for your friends, for you as a couple, is really good.
Now, let me just tell you about how we've used it in the past. We've hiked the Smoky Mountains before doing this, and you really have to trust each other, because there are cliffs and there are rocks and there are things you have to go over. Now, I'm not saying you have to get daring and have an adventure, but you may want to do that. We've done this in a grocery store before.
Yep.
And it's simply that you are trusting the other person to guide you. Now, there are different levels of trust. Right now, she's holding me pretty tight and she's laughing and she's also talking. There have been times that we do blind as an experience, as a date, where she's not allowed to touch me or I'm not allowed to touch her, and we just have to trust the voice.
Or touch only. So if you want to take it to another level, try that. That you can only touch,
Oh my.
like with one finger.
So she can't guide me
I can just
except for a finger.
give you a little clue.
I just wanted you to know that it's getting much harder to trust her, because I have no idea. I'm enjoying the massage on the back, but
Okay. And then there's another way where I can't touch at all.
so she can just talk to me.
I just talk. Okay, wait. Go a little left. Left. He doesn't know his left and right. Okay. Oh, pause. Okay, turn right. Yep, just like that. Okay, we're going on another path. Duck your head a little bit. Yep. Okay, good job. Veer a little to the right. Oops, I touched him. Didn't want him to go into the bigger bushes there. All right, so
I just have to tell you now, as we're doing this, it's all about trust. And sometimes in our relationships, we say we trust each
I'm
other.
gripping you better again.
But
Is that okay?
we don't necessarily put our life in the other person's hand. Now, sometimes, of course, if your husband or wife or friend is not a good driver and you ride with them, you might be. But you don't want to do this and blindfold the driver, okay? That's not a good idea. But there's just something about this
So we're turning left here.
that I have to trust Susie.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of laughs. And then after about a half hour of this,
A little bit of oopsing going on sometimes.
after
Yeah.
about a half hour of this, we switch. And then it's my turn to actually guide her. Now, this is our path around our house. And it's really interesting that I walk this path every day with my dog, but I have no idea where we are at the moment. So I thought I was
By a
someplace.
tree. Does that give a clue?
Yeah, there's lots of trees here. But I just want to encourage you to, with a friend or as a couple, take the chance and just trust each other. There is a lot of benefit and a lot of laughs from actually totally focusing on the other person. I have to totally focus on Susie, And she has to definitely focus on me.
I'm trying to do my best because sometimes I don't do my best to like spatially know where Dan is
She
actually
has,
at.
in the past, run me directly into a tree
And I
before.
didn't want to do this on film because then you would all know about it. Let me just ask you, babe, how does it feel to be blind and to trust?
Well, part of it is not hard at all because she's always telling me what to do. And so that part is okay. But usually I can see what
Turning a
she's
little
telling
bit
me
too.
what to do. And now it really is all about blind faith. And I trust her. I don't think she's going to run me anything because then I'll be complaining about my bloody nose or something else. So
Yes, it's happened.
it is just a great thing. And I just want to say in this podcast, if you want to grow an intentional connection, a great way to do that is by taking the blind challenge. Take a half hour.
We're
and
doing it.
It's not so comfortable, but it's good. And go someplace. Don't just walk on the street. Get off the street a little bit. Get someplace. I mean, a football field is not a good place because there's nothing to hit. You want to go someplace where a grocery store, a trail, I don't know.
Shopping.
Probably
It
not
could
a
be-
beach,
It
but
could be a shopping center of any sort that there might be people, there might be obstacles of any sort. Oops, a little to the right.
oops. Well, that's not a word you want to hear when you're trusting someone. Oops. But I just want to stop here for a moment and say, this is a great way to challenge yourself to trust the other person. We've done this with large groups,
Yeah.
going up mountains,
2 by 2.
crossing rivers. And I'm not sure if it's easier to be led or to lead. I guess that's for you to decide after you take this challenge,
Yep.
to sit down afterwards and say, was it easier to be pushed around or to push? And the thing I want to say now is it's now Susie's turn. So we're going to switch this
All
around.
right, as we go back, huh?
Thanks so much for joining us
Yeah,
for this
okay.
intentional connection. It is a lot of fun to just get out in nature or get someplace and trust on, and
I want
trust.
to say something eyeball to eyeball.
Well, you can talk with your eyes closed.
Oh, can I?
Yes,
I
you can talk with your eyes closed. I know
I
she
don't
can.
know if I can. But anyways, this is a really great experience. I think I prefer to be led than to lead because I do trust Dan. Where are you, by the way? I do trust Dan, and I know that he's not going to just leave me somewhere crazy or let me knock into something. I trust him to do that for me better than me for him. But this has been the Just Live podcast, and I hope you will just live by trusting each other, and this blind experience is a great way to try it out. Where is he? I have no clue.
I'm here. I'll take
Should
her
I
back
be
now.
peeking?
See you in the
I
next
trust you.
podcast.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Thanks for joining.